Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank, when suddenly a white rabbit with pink eyes ran close by her. Alice didn't think there was anything quite so remarkable about that, even when it said to itself,
"Oh dear, I shall be too late."
Alice darted after it. She was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the hedge, and down she went after it, never once considering how in the world she was going to get out again.
Oh dear, what is happening? I wonder if I shall fall right through the earth.
5,000.
3,000, 2,000, 1,000
4,000.
miles. I'm falling so quickly it makes me giddy.
3,000. 2,000. 1,000.
Down, down,
6,000.
down. I should have knocked at that door.
5,000. 4,000. 3,000. 2,000. 1,000.
I'm the Cheshire Cat, here to help you. I know Wonderland like the back of my paw. Just click on my smile when you need help. Take the map and put it in your pantry. This is the map of Wonderland. You can trace your adventure along your way and go back to places you've already visited.
What a tumble, Alice. Fortunately, you didn't break anything. You are now in the room of doors, the antechamber of the rabbit's burrow. Well, he must be around here somewhere. Oh, shh. Here he comes.
Oh, my ears and whiskers! How late it's getting!
He certainly never lets the grass grow under his feet. He's always afraid of being late. You've no time to lose either. One of these doors leads to a lovely little garden. Unfortunately, you're not the right size to go through, and you're gonna have to change more than once before you're done. But I'm not gonna give you the keys to this adventure in the snap of a finger. It's your turn to play, Alice.
Drink me. Drink me. Drink me. I feel a bit lonely here. I can't wait to discover the lovely garden. What a curious taste. I feel like I'm shutting up like a telescope.
Alice then found herself no taller than the table leg. Through the glass, she could quite plainly see a box on top, and she wondered whatever could be in it.
A box of cookies. Yum. They certainly look good. But where are the currants that they usually have on them? The currants are in a jar on a shelf in the kitchen. The currants are in a jar on a shelf in the kitchen. Hey, eat me.
You're dodozing, Alice. Wake up. Put your thinking cap on. Although there is nothing really extraordinary about meeting a big dodo who disappeared from our vast world some 3 centuries ago, you must admit that it's less frequent to see one solve logic problems. Leave no stone unturned, and he'll present you with a syllogism of capital importance in countering the Queen of Hearts. Is that him quibbling? Or the mouse squiggling, tapping its toes with impatience to tell you its long and twisted tail? Don't miss a word.
Excuse me, Mr. Dodo?
Could you give me a few minutes of your time?
Of course. You seem to be a little down in the doldrums.
I'm quite troubled. Professor Dodgson assigned me a little logic problem to solve. In fact, quite a hefty problem. I must line up 9 pebbles. That's right, 9 red pebbles in the hollows of this menhir in such a way that I make 8 rows of 3 pebbles. I may be a bit of a bird brain, but that sounds as hard as a rock.
Jerusalem artichokes are a bit stodgy when fried, but boiled, they're quite exquisite. Excuse me for disturbing you, Mouse. They said you would tell me your tale. Well, it's long and sad. It is a long tale, certainly. But why do you call it sad? You're not listening! If you want to know my story, slide your mouse from my belly to the tip of my tail. If you slip, I'll go mute. If you want to know the final word, don't give up before you've reached the end. What a funny place to gather sheep sorrel. Cooks are always careful to separate the sheep from the mice. Ready? Oh, where? Okay. When I was but a very small mouse, Here we go! When I was but a very small mouse, the Cheshire Cat would come and curl up in front of our door. One day, my little sister said to herself, if a cat... Okay, well... Here we... Ready? When I was but a very small mouse, the Cheshire Cat would come and curl up in front of our door. One day, my little sister said to herself, if a cat may look at a king, then a mouse may look at a cat. Ready? When I was but a very small mouse, the Cheshire Cat would come and curl up in front of our door. One day, my little sister said to herself, if a cat may look at a king, then a mouse may look at a cat. She went to the door and quacked a smile in reply, at which the Cheshire Cat grinned still wider, uncovering an army of teeth that he snapped shut on her belly, and then, without so much as a squeak, he vanished, beginning with the end of his tail and ending with his grin, which he left floating in the air. What concentration! There was a happy ending, for my sister has as many lives as a cat. I'm so glad you paid attention to my little story. We'll meet again near the river. See you soon. Thank you, Miss Mouse. I'm looking forward to seeing you again.
Alice! Oh, you're back. Let's see what you've got in your bag of tricks. Dig up the 9 red pebbles and arrange them to make 8 rows of 3 pebbles. These rows can be horizontal, diagonal, or vertical. Go ahead, set down the first stone.
Let's start by digging the pebbles out of the sand. There we go. They're all there.
Oh, what insight. Oh, my dear Alice, you have proven your intellectual capacity with ease, brilliance, and vigor.
How corny. I've never heard such rambling.
Oh, thank you for your participation, Alice. Please accept this syllogism. A little girl like you knows what a syllogism is, doesn't she?
Yes? Let's see now. If I remember right, all the dodos were exterminated 3 centuries ago. You are a dodo, therefore you're getting old, Mr. Dodo.
Oh, that will do for today. Hold on to it. Our Knave of Hearts will need it. It's one of the arguments that will quiet the Queen of Hearts.
There are 6 tarts on the plate. The Queen baked 6 tarts, therefore no tarts were stolen. I'll use that later. Thank you, Mr. Dodo. I certainly appreciate you giving me this gymnastics. I feel I'm in much better shape already.
Missed me! Back to the oven, cook!
What's going on here, Duchess?
She can really dish it out.
Please, Duchess, lower your tone. Take that! Doc!
Hello.
Hi.
The atmosphere is awfully spicy here today. It's true the cook's a saucy one, and out to lunch as well. There's certainly too much pepper in her soup. But she has a royal recipe that will be decisive in your adventure. As for the Duchess, she'll give you an invitation to the croquet game if you can make sense of her proverbs. You'll have to take everything they say here with a grain of salt. This is certainly a case where too many cooks spoil the broth.
Excuse me, please.
Excuse me, Duchess, if you please. I never could abide figures.
Huh? Yes, Duchess.
Let me explain. My strength is sayings, and my weakness is that I can never remember them in the right order. Everyone here pretends to know something. Listen to all the versions and click on the ones that sound right to you, keeping in mind the order. If you can get all this straightened out for me, I have a surprise for you.
One man's meat. One man's meat. One man's meat
is another man's fish.
One man's feet.
Is another man's poison.
How are you going to handle this game of cat and mouse and get us all to the mad tea party? We're all mad here. You're mad too, Alice. Or so says the Cheshire Cat. He's been smiling himself silly since he saw a cousin of his grinning from ear to ear on a thick crust of cheese. Now, what do you think of that?
If you please, Cheshire Cat, could you tell me how to leave this place?
Oh, I'm afraid I can't help you. You don't have the sugar you need to go to the mad tea party we've been invited to. Go take a look in the kitchen. You'll find it.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Where have you been, Alice? Oh, never mind. My sayings are still out of line. Everyone here claims to know something. Listen to all the versions and click on the ones that sound right to you. Pay attention to the order and meaning of the sayings. The Queen's croquet party is waiting for you.
Is another man's fish.
One man's feet.
Is
One man's
another
feet.
man's poison.
One man's meat. One man's meat.
Is another man's poison.
You certainly follow through on your ideas, my child. Only 2 more sayings and you win.
The bird.
The worm.
The early worm catches.
The early bird catches. The early bird
The early worm
The
catches.
worm. The worm.
You certainly unscrambled these ramblings brilliantly. Just 1 more of my famous proverbs and you'll win this round.
Out of luck.
Out of sight.
Out of mind.
Out of tune.
Out of sight.
Out of luck.
Out of tune.
Out of mind. Out of mind. Out of mind.
Out of luck.
Out of sight.
Out of tune.
Out of mind.
Out of luck.
Out of sight.
Out of luck. Out of luck.
Don't give up.
By its wig.
Never judge a book.
By its cover.
Never,
Never
judge a
book
book.
a judge.
Never judge a book. Never judge a book.
By its cover. By its cover.
Such talent for untangling words. Take this invitation to the Queen of Hearts croquet game. Enjoy yourself, my dear.
Thank you very much, Duchess. Your word to the wise is wisely heeded.
You're lucky. Turtle soup is not on the menu. The mock turtle escaped by the skin of its teeth, and the cook has been stewing in her own juice ever since.
Pepper, pepper, and more pepper. I've bitten off more than I could chew. All my soups have gone sour today. If you help me prepare one of these 3 recipes, I have something very special for you. Now, you choose nails and nettle soup, blue bottle soup, or Mary Marigold soup. Follow the recipe, and use the pinchers at the top to catch hold of the ingredients. If you drop the ingredients on the left side, they will be cut up. If you raise the little lever, they'll be beaten. The second pincher takes them to be chopped or ground. Once the ingredients have been prepared, all you have to do is drop them in the pot. Don't forget salt and pepper hanging just above the kettle. For nails and nettle soup, bring me 1 clove, 1 egg, 1 stalk of nettles, and 1 snail. You're in the soup! Simmer down. Cooking's just not your strong point. Don't forget to double-check the recipe if you want to cook your food well. To make blue beet for nails and nettle soup, bring me 1 clove, 1 egg, 1 stalk of nettles, and 1 snail. You're in the soup! Don't stew. You'll get the hang of it. Don't stew. You'll get the hang of it. Simmer down. Cooking's just not your strong point. Simmer down. Cooking's just not your strong point. Ouch! Oh, that stings! You're in the soup! Don't stew. You'll get the hang of it. Fan the flames to thicken the soup. Fan the flames to thicken the soup. Don't stew. You'll get the hang of it. Fan the flames to thicken the soup. You're in the soup. Fan the flames to thicken the soup. Simmer down. Cooking's just not your strong point. To beat an ingredient, raise the lever. You see, that was as easy as duck soup. Oh, my dear Alice, you certainly know how to cook up a good dish. I hereby name you Master Chef.
That's all.
I also have this royal recipe for you. The Queen of Hearts strawberry tart. It's an indispensable argument for countering her. Which do you prefer, Alice? A ride in a boat or a spin in the kitchen? For the first, take a closer look inside that red and white frame. For the second, try that ham.
One man's meat.
One man's meat.
Another man's poison.
What's happening to me? I know what those are. They're currants. Sugar! There must be room for a little sugar in my pantry.
Which do you prefer, Alice? A ride in a boat?
Alice, wow, what a pleasure to see you again. Have you thought over our little dilemma? To reach the other side and go to the tea party with our two friends, you must carry the mouse, the sugar, and myself across the river. But you can only accompany one of the three of us at a time. And of course, you can imagine that some of us cannot wait together on the same bank.
If the boat refuses to sail across the waves of blue, it's because two enemies are side by side on the bank.
It's up to you to make this little world go round. That's what you call playing cat and mouse. Here we are at the Mad Tea Party. Let's not lose a drop.
I do wonder what those two are going to be like.
Well, you must excuse them. The Mad Hatter and the March Hare talk through their hats a bit. I'll tell you a secret. The Mad Hatter beat time at the great concert given by the Queen of Hearts last March. Time flew, and these two have been at tea ever since. If you want to get to the croquet game on time, you'll have to set the clock straight. It'll be child's play after the hard time you had with those riddles. Are you ready? It'll start at the drop of a hat. No room! No room!
Those two have bats in their belfries.
I bid you farewell, you harebrains. We won't stay here a minute longer.
No room! No room!
But there's plenty of room.
Do I have some wine?
To tell the truth, that's not my cup of tea.
To tell the truth, you must say what you mean and mean what you say. In any case, there isn't any.
Then it wasn't very civil of you to offer it.
Well, it wasn't very civil of you to come without being invited.
But I brought you some sugar.
Don't try to...
Oh, calm down, March Hare. Oh, I'm sure this is a mischievous child, isn't that right? Do you like riddles? If you find the right answer to 2 of my riddles, I'll let you repair my watch. The answers are on the table. It's up to you to guess right.
Yes, of course.
Everyone knows the answer to the first one. Why is a raven like a writing desk?
Enough is enough with these enough, because one grows and the other knows. Ravens? Never heard of them. Ravens? Never heard of them. Because they have both quills as black as ink. Because Edgar Allan Poe wrote about one on the other. Because ravens ride at writing desks, of course. Writing desks fly high in the sky. Because one grows and the other knows. Because one grows and the other knows. Because one grows and the other knows.
Your hair wants cutting.
You should learn not to make personal remarks. It's very rude. I think I'll leave this stupid tea party.
Imagine Alice dreaming of apples on a wall and dreaming often. If I counted all, how many would appear?
If you dream of 10, that would make 10.
If you dream of 10, that would make 20.
If you dream of 5, that would make 5. The teapot is a fruitcake. If you dream of 20, that would make 10. If you dream of 20, that would make 5. Let's not mix apples and oranges.
Oh, you're not too bright, my dear. And a 5-letter fool. Can you guess who that is?
How rude.
Now, pay attention. I have 2 watches. One doesn't work at all, and I'm going to ask you to repair it in a moment. The other loses, a minute a day. Which one gives me the correct time twice a day? I repeat, I have 2 watches. One doesn't work at all, and you're going to have to repair it. The other loses a minute a day. Which one is right twice a day?
That's not my problem. This is not my cup of tea. The one that doesn't work, I think.
I wouldn't give the time of day to have that teapot.
The one that loses a minute.
I don't wear a watch.
At this time or another. The one that doesn't work, I think.
Oh, hats off to you. Now, let's see, Alice. When you face a looking glass and you hold an orange in your left hand, which hand is it in when you look at the looking glass?
In the right hand. In the left hand.
Oh, take some more tea for strength? No time. Listen to this one.
I think I've had enough of this tea party.
When you're on the other side of the looking glass and you hold an orange in your right hand, which hand is it in?
In both. In the left hand. In the right hand.
Oh, hats off, and again, hats off. Whatever do you have under your hat that allows you to answer so easily? By the way, what day is it?
The 4th of May. It's my birthday.
That wasn't the question. And this watch is 2 days wrong. I told you butter wouldn't suit the works, even if it was the best butter. Alice, I'm sure you have a solution for this problem in your bag of tricks. Put each of the wheels of my poor watch back in place. I would tell you what order to place them in so they turn like clockwork, but I never did know myself. Go on, put your shoulder to the wheel.
There's been no tick-tock since last March, when the Mad Hatter quarreled with time. It was dreadfully savage. He beat time so violently that it's been paralyzed ever since. Don't lose a second more, Alice. Hurry, and get these hands moving so this little world will be reconciled.
Don't lose a second. This is a race against time. Don't lose a second. This is a race against time. Don't lose a second. This is a race against time. Don't lose a second. This is a race against time. Place this wheel first.
Don't be discouraged. You'll get this clock back together in no time at all. Don't be discouraged. You'll get this clock back together in no time at all.
I take my hat off to you, Alice. A promise is a promise. Time works wonders. It is exactly 2 o'clock, and the doors to the lovely garden are about to open. If you would like to enter, take the little door that goes through that tree. A bite of this bread and butter will shrink you down to size.
Are you sure?
Because Edgar Allan Poe wrote writing desks fly high in the sky. Writing desks fly high.
Now.
This door is locked from the inside.
What a tidy little house the White Rabbit keeps. He's as proud of it as he is of his neat appearance, which he cultivates as carefully as the carrots on his wallpaper. He never goes out without his gloves, his fan, and his waistcoat watch. Don't lose sight of them. Their virtues could be of great value. He also has quite a reputation as a music lover. Music tends to calm his temper. But he has more than one iron in the fire and can pull some dirty tricks out of his hat. But then again, sticks and stones could prove to be quite precious.
What a strange picture. It reminds me of a painting by Matisse. Dear, my head is pressing against the ceiling. The room is full of me.
An arm? Why, that's an arm, Bill. 'Tis that, Your Honor. Let's burn the house down. We must get rid of that creature. I'm late enough as it is.
Music lover? I'd say more of a fire lover. As soon as the rabbit and his valet Bill throw the match, click on it to tell me where the fire is, and I'll put it out by putting my hand or my foot through the window. You'll see. We'll fizzle them out. What are you waiting for to put these fires out? Tell me where the fireballs are. Faster! Faster! Otherwise I'll go up in smoke.
Fire! 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 Sticks and stones, Bill! And get cracking! Don't get steamed, Your Honor. Bill, fire a barrel full of pebbles at that creature.
Now they're throwing pebbles at me. Wait, no. They're little cakes. They look delicious. No matter what happens, I can't grow any larger.
Alice, with all of these ups and downs, I'm going to end up confusing you with the wallpaper. Just a little further on, you should come across one of my letters. I wrote over 94,000, you know. They pop up every now and again in drawers here and there.
A letter covered with beetles. If I move them out of the way, I'll learn something about the white rabbit. Leave this letter, you epistolary coleoptera. Off with you, you literary bugs! Simmered blue beetle is simply lovely. 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 Simmered blue beetle is simply lovely.
Sweep these intruders off this letter, and you will discover the White Rabbit's pantry. The cook comes here to do her market on the first Thursday of every month.
Simmered blue beetle is simply lovely. 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 Simmered blue beetle is simply lovely.
Drink me, drink me.
What a curious taste. I feel like I'm shutting up like a telescope. Now that I have the currants, this is going to be a piece of cake. The cookie doesn't look very stable. By tilting it and making it follow its own S shape, I'll be able to roll the currants into their holes. I'll have to be careful. Well done! You've got one! Oh well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. If I tipped it a little bit more gently, I would already be nibbling on this one. The more a currant slides in a straight line, the faster it goes and the harder it becomes to direct. It's going faster and faster. As they roll, the currents pick up speed. If the cookie isn't tilted in time, they tumble off. I'm almost there. This is going to be delicious. Something is sure to happen. Which way? Up or down?
Drink me.
Curiouser and curiouser. Now I'm opening out like the largest telescope that ever was. Goodbye, feet.
Alice, I'm afraid you won't be able to put on your own shoes and stockings anymore. In fact, if you want to give your feet a new pair of boots for Christmas, I believe you'll have to send them by courier. And how odd the directions will look. Alice's right foot, Esquire, hearthrug, near the fire screen, with Alice's love.
Oh, the Duchess, the Duchess! Oh, won't she be savage if I've kept her waiting?
If you please, sir. No, I've never been so big, and I'm so very lonely here. If I fix this fan, maybe the White Rabbit will help me, or I'll change sizes again. If I glue back each branch so as to paint a portrait of the Duchess in the heart of the fan, it should work. The branches only stay put when they're in the right place. I'll have to be more careful and look at each flower, and then put the same one reversed on the other side of the medallion. Sure enough, it's her portrait. It's gotten awfully stuffy in here. I need some air. I think I'll fan myself a bit. I can't stand being so large anymore. I'm too hot. I'm going to suffocate squeezed between these two walls. What's happening? I'm growing smaller again. Now I'm smaller than the table. I'm a Lilliputian.
Alice was swimming up to her chin in salt water. Just then she heard something splashing about a little way off. At first she thought it must be a walrus or a hippopotamus, but it was only a mouse. A tiny little mouse.
My head is swimming. I do believe somebody threw the baby out with the bathwater.
Oh, we're soaked to the bone. It's given me goosebumps.
You are one, by the way. A wet one at that.
Cease your squeaking, my friend. I know a way to dry us off. A snail race. Alice, if you make your way through these 4 snails, the last one will blow warm air on us. Follow the path that leads to the center of each shell. When you arrive, the snail will swivel and open a new path for you. Go on. Hurry up. Alice, stop turning in circles. Come out of your shell. Oh, don't forget the sweets. We're mad about them.
Scooby along faster than that. We're going to catch our deaths of cold, Alice.
What a strange place to find sugar-coated almonds.
Now follow the spirals to their centers, then take the path that leads towards us. Don't twiddle your thumbs, Alice. We're freezing to death. If you happen across a bag of sugar-coated almonds, don't forget it.
Nothing like a sea breeze to walk my fur the right way.
No, we're getting impatient. Have you found the sugar-coated almonds? We're dying for them. I don't think they're far off. Oh, thank you very much. It is with great honor that I beg you to accept this sugar-coated almond as a prize for excellence in your participation in the very confusing snail maze. You made it through brilliantly.
They make too much noise when they eat. I'm getting out of here. It's annoying. This door is locked from the inside. Something will surely happen if I restore this. By arranging each branch, I'm sure I'll draw a portrait of the Duchess, not to mention the bouquet of flowers surrounding her. I mustn't let myself be distracted by the reversed patterns. This should be a piece of cake.
Drink me.
What a curious taste. I feel like I'm shutting up like a telescope.
me! Eat me!
You need a purple mushroom to get you down to size for the lovely garden.
Something will surely happen if I restore this. By arranging each branch, I'm sure I'll draw a portrait of the Duchess, not to mention the bouquet of flowers surrounding her. I mustn't let myself be distracted by the reversed patterns. This should be a piece of cake. Sure enough, it's her portrait. It's gotten awfully stuffy in here. I need some air. I think I'll fan myself a bit. I can't stand being so large anymore. I'm too hot. I'm going to suffocate squeezed between these two walls. What's happening? I'm growing smaller again. Now I'm smaller than the table. I'm a Lilliputian.
Alice was swimming up to her chin in salt water. Just then she heard something splashing about a little way off. At first she thought it must be a walrus or a hippopotamus, but it was only a mouse. A tiny little mouse.
My head is swimming. I do believe somebody threw the baby out with the bathwater.
We're soaked to the bone. It's given me goosebumps.
You are one, by the way. A wet one at that.
No, we're getting impatient. Have you found the sugar-coated almonds? We're dying for them. I don't think they're far off. Oh, thank you very much. It is with great honor that I beg you to accept this sugar-coated almond as a prize for excellence in your participation in the very confusing snail maze. You made it through brilliantly.
They make too much noise when they eat. I'm getting out of here. It's annoying.
Which do you prefer, Alice? A ride in a boat or a spin in the kitchen? For the first, take a closer look inside that red and white frame. For the second, try that ham. you prefer, Alice? A ride in a boat?
Alice.
This door is locked from the inside.
Drink me. Drink me.
What a curious taste.
You need a purple mushroom to get you down to size for the lovely garden.
Hey, eat me. Hey, eat me. This door is locked from the inside.
Drink me.
The White Rabbit's vegetable garden is one of the 7 wonders of this land. Come closer, Alice, and I'll tell you something. The White Rabbit fell secretly in love with the Duchess at the great concert given by the Queen of Hearts. Ever since then, he's been wild about her and sings her praises incessantly. He even adorned his house with her favorite melodies. But enough song and dance. The carrot's in your court. Hurry up.
There are carrots all over the place. These are for me. Is that a pumpkin or a jack-o'-lantern? It makes no difference. Whether it be soup or stories, it's always a good pick-me-up. Ah, a pot marigold. Not to be confused with the other kinds of marigolds, like the marsh marigold, which is toxic.
there you are, face to face with the caterpillar. You look awfully small all of a sudden. You're only 3 miserable little inches high. You'll have to grow larger quickly, or you may just go up in smoke like that caterpillar perched on his mushroom. He alone has the secret to metamorphosis. It has always greatly amused him to grow larger and smaller. Be patient. Don't lose your head. And you might just pop up like a mushroom. Oh, shh. I think this gentleman has a question for you.
Who are you?
I hardly know, sir. Just at the present. I've changed sizes so many times today that it makes me dizzy.
You must learn to juggle these minor details of existence. I know the mysteries of size changes. First, you must make 3 mushrooms. 1 purple one, 1 green one, and 1 orange one. Take this mushroom cap and keep it up in the air. When the stem of the mushroom appears on the scene, slide it under the cap. You'll see, it's better than the cup and ball game. Try it with this one.
I knew you could do it. You're down on your luck. Start over. I knew you could do it.
A piece of this cryptogam will make you grow taller. Now for 3.
I knew you could do it.
What a dexterity! One word of advice. The orange one will take you to the treetops. The green one will bring you down eye to eye with the ants. And the purple one...
Yes, sir, but 3 inches is such a wretched height to be.
You insolent thing! Since you insist on belittling your 3 inches, I'm confiscating this one. But I'll give you a second chance. Bring back the next 2 steps in my evolution. Don't flit around too long. I may have flown off when you get back.
It doesn't look poisonous. What an odd feeling. I've never seen birds' nests from up so close.
Serpent, nasty serpent. You want to eat my eggs.
I'm not a serpent, but simply a little girl.
With such a long neck? Be off then, if you're a little girl.
I'm looking for the next 2 stages of the caterpillar's evolution. Please help me.
On one condition. My eggs are mixed up. Slide each one toward its nest so that a red bird hatches from a red egg, and so on. The empty nest in the middle of the tree will allow you move them without breaking them, but none of the eggs belongs in that nest. It's up to you to get things straightened out.
Such talent. Concentrate. If I can just hold on, I'll get myself out of this fix. Concentrate. You're almost there. Such talent.
Congratulations, you snaky thing. Take this back to the caterpillar. But don't stay so big. You'll scare him out of his wits if you appear out of the blue like that.
Bring back the next 2 stages of my evolution and keep your temper. Well done! I see you're sprouting wings too. Continue your search.
I feel like I'm as small as an ant. I see a cocoon up there. And that caterpillar keeps throwing pieces of mushroom. Let's see. If I jump over those ants, then climb up the mushroom on the left, jump onto the flowers' heads, keeping in mind that they have to be the right height, I should be able to make it. Oh, I've got ants in my pants. Let's get to it. To avoid these mean ants, I'll jump over them. What if I ate a piece of orange mushroom? I'd get bigger. Watch out for the blue ones. Fortunately, these flowers grow nearly all at the same time, and I'll be able to leap from one head to the next until I reach the mushroom. I remember now. Caterpillars spin cocoons to protect their chrysalis. But if I stay this size, he's going to make fun of me.
bring back the next 2 stages of my evolution and keep your temper. Oh, you unhooked that cocoon dauntlessly. Try to be as clever for the following part of my life. Oh, my heartiest congratulations. You mastered that admirably. It's your turn now to discover the joys of metamorphosis. From caterpillar to cocoon to butterfly, I never stop. Enough talk. My cocoon is waiting. I've got to run. This mushroom will open the lovely little garden for you. Keep it carefully in your pantry.
You need a purple mushroom to get you down to size for the lovely garden.
Down, down. I must be shutting up like a telescope. The right size, at last. The lovely little garden is waiting for me.
Alice, I'm proud of you. You have finally reached the kingdom of the Queen of Hearts, but she's not known for having one. She's accused the Knave of Hearts of stealing her tarts. Poor miserable wretch, he's lost all hope. You're the only one who can save his neck. On the garden side, if you help the 2 gardeners, they'll take you to the croquet ground where you'll draw a trump card. On the court side, lay your cards on the table. A red one, a black one, a red one, a black one. And a bridge will unfold, leading you to the trial.
Oh, play it safe. Our heads are on the line. Well, you were the one who brought the cooked tulip bulbs instead of onions.
I don't want to stick my nose in where it doesn't belong. But might I help you?
He planted white rose trees in the Queen's garden by mistake. And if the Queen was to find out, we should all have our heads cut off. We need a few good brush strokes here. Watch carefully. With each brush stroke, the rose trees change colors. If they're red, they become white. If they're white, they redden. You must guide our movements. When you choose a rose tree, remember that we always work together and that the rose trees change colors in pairs.
If I understand correctly, they should all be red in the end. A strawberry, undoubtedly for the picking.
No, don't go splashing paint all over me like that.
White is out. We want red. Oh, I'm getting all mixed up. This is no bed of roses, but you'll get there.
I know you're not tickled pink, but don't give up now. Oh, I'm starting to get red in the face. Ah, you paint like a master, Alice. Everything turned out rosy. Thank you for your help. The croquet game is going to start in a moment. If you win, the queen will hurry back to her palace, and then I will be able to hand you over an essential piece of evidence for the Knave of Hearts trial.
So, you've won your invitation to the croquet game, have you?
Oh, yes, Your Majesty.
Give it here!
I want everyone down on the ground!
Off with her head, I say!
So, you've won your invitation to the croquet game, have you? So, you've won your invitation to the croquet game, have you? So, you've won your invitation to the croquet game, have you?
Get to your places! Bend over, you idiots!
Is your head not off yet? Are you ready to croquet?
Oh, yes, Your Majesty.
Tuck your flamingo under your arm. I've told you before, and I'm not in the habit of repeating myself. Give the hedgehog a good peck. There you go. Every time your hedgehog rolls under a soldier, he'll stand up, and the bell will ring. If it rings 5 times, you win. I say, off with her head!
Quick! I must catch that flamingo.
I say, off with her head!
Quick! I must catch that flamingo. There we go. I'm in. Well done. A flamingo as a mallet? What next? There we go. Get up, soldiers. Quick! I must catch that flamingo. Don't move. Quick! I must catch that flamingo. A flamingo as a mallet? What next? Quick! I must catch that flamingo. There we go. I'm in. Don't move. That's throwing the game. Quick! I must catch that flamingo. Don't move. Quick! I must catch that flamingo. Don't move. A flamingo as a mallet? What next? There we go. I'm in. Don't move!
Off with her head, I say!
A flamingo as a mallet? What next?
I want everyone down on the ground! I want everyone down on the ground!
Quick! I must catch that flamingo! Don't move! There we go! Get up, soldiers! Nearly all of them are standing up. There we go. There we go. That's throwing the game. Get up, soldiers. There we go. There we go.
Off with her head, I say!
Oh, what a game, Alice! The Queen has left for the trial. Take this card. It tells you where the torch was stolen. Since it's a blank card, the torch was stolen, nowhere. It's up to you to save the Knave of Hearts' head.
It's impossible to reach the courtroom for the moment. Cards are pouring down on the bridge and rolling right off.
But I must get to the trail of the Knave of Hearts. It's a question of life and death.
You can't get across this gorge. You're much too small. These soldiers are practicing free falling. You'll have to push them so that a red one is set next to a black one in order to build a bridge of cards. A red one, a black one, a red one, a black one. Otherwise, as you'll see, they greet each other and disappear.
As soon as there are 8 soldiers lined up, I'll be able to cross. I'm taking the game. I'm playing my cards right now.
The knave will be executed before this bridge is built.
I'm taking the game. I'm playing my cards right now.
Let's go play ball. Let's go play ball.
I'm taking the game.
Let's go play ball.
I'm taking the game.
The knave will be executed before this bridge is built.
I'm taking the game.
Let's go play ball.
I'm taking the game. I'm playing my cards right now.
Oh, excellent, my dear, excellent. You are an ace bridge builder. Heads down, soldiers. Alice, you may pass.
The coast is clear. At last, I'm going to find out what's behind all this nonsense. I wonder if I have all the pieces of evidence that prove the knave's innocence.
And we travel this vast world in search of buffalo. What a commotion! You're holding nearly all the winning cards, Alice. But with neither trumpet nor drum, the trial will never start. Who will blow the 3 blasts? The rabbit, the queen, or the gardener? It certainly won't be the poor knave of hearts who's under accusation. There's been a misdeal, Alice. You must return to each person that which belongs to him or her. Before you lay your cards down, make sure you have the 3 pieces of evidence necessary to overthrow the accusation. The situation is urgent, Alice. The queen is already screaming her head off.
Such comings and goings in this courtroom. The queen demands her crown, the rabbit is out of breath from running after his trumpet, and Six, the gardener, is spinning his wheels to glean a rose. Under each medallion is the object the person is holding at the moment. But as soon as the person reaches the table, he or she exchanges that object for whatever is on the table. You'll have to figure out who has what. Such a hullabaloo! They're still going in circles. The queen is spinning around like a top after her crown. The rabbit is running wild after his trumpet, and the gardener is dashing about for his rose. If you want to know what they have in their hands as they come and go, take a look at their medallions. But be careful. As soon as one of them touches a table, he exchanges what he has for what's on the table. There's not a minute to lose. The knave's head is at stake. When a dome comes down on an object, it protects that thing. Lift the dome when one of the characters is about to grab hold of his property.
This is no bed of roses for the gardener. Only the queen can aspire to the crown.
The crone's lost her crown. Come on, rabbit. Horn in on that trumpet.
Get to your places. The trial is finally going to be underway.
No, Alice, it's not time for refreshments. Look, they're getting impatient in the jury box. Who stole the queen's strawberry tarts? The knave of hearts? Don't be too sure. It's up to you to solve this mystery.
Harold, read the accusation.
Yes, Your Majesty. The Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts, all on a summer day. The Knave of Hearts, he stole those tarts and took them quite away.
But that's a nursery rhyme. The dice are loaded. It's a plot against the Knave of Hearts.
Mind your head. We only play cards here. You're in the wrong game. First, Mistress, what are the tarts made of?
Tea, Your Majesty. Tea and bread and butter.
Do you take me for a dunce? I'll have you executed.
Off with his head!
Tarts, Majesty. Your hair wants cutting.
Catch that hair by the ears, hang him by the toes, and strip him of his coat.
I suppose that's what they call suppressing an issue.
Pepper, mostly. The tarts are made of pepper. And I've had enough.
She's one tough cookie.
You can't judge a judge by his wig, and you can't judge a tart by its berries. Anyway, I believe everyone agrees that the Queen's strawberry tarts never were any good. Who does that Duchess take herself for? I want her head off, and that in about half no time.
Next witness.
Alice.
What do you know about this business? First question. What are tarts made of? And don't get smart like the others, or the knave will be executed. Tell me, among these ingredients, which are used to make my sweet Queen's strawberry tarts?
Well, flour, of course. Sugar-coated almonds. But where will I find any? I must find some, or it'll be the end of the poor knave. Sugar, without a doubt. Of course! The strawberries and the sugar-coated almonds are missing.
I am not obliged to accept your declarations. I demand a written demonstration. The court is in session. Yes, of course, the Queen's strawberry tarts are made with strawberries. The inquiry is making progress. Next question. Where did the theft take place? The court is in session. What does it say in the cards, Alice?
This card is blank. Therefore, the theft took place nowhere. The tarts were not stolen at all. This whole affair has been staged.
You impertinent thing! Off with your head!
Oh, consider my sweet. She is only a child. Calm yourself. Oh, you lay your cards down brilliantly. I have one last question. How many tarts were stolen? Tell me, my sweet.
I baked 6 of them.
Let me count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No tarts were stolen.
I expect proof, not assertions. Prove it with a syllogism. There must be written proof somewhere.
A syllogism? I think I've read one before. Here we go. There are 6 tarts on the plate. The queen baked 6 tarts. Therefore, no tarts were stolen. And this trial is just stuff and nonsense. The Knave of Hearts is innocent.
Guards! Guards! Take her head off immediately! Execution first! Verdict after!
All persons who are more than a mile high are to leave the court.
At this time, the whole pack rose up into the air and came flying down upon her. She gave a little scream and found herself lying on the bank with her sister. "Oh, I've had such a curious dream," said Alice, and she told her sister, who then began to dream in her turn of the white rabbit, the mouse's long and twisted tail, the dodo's syllogism, the duchess's nonsensical sayings, and so many other things from Wonderland.
Go ahead, Sandy. Send in the first candidate.
Oh, no good, no good.
Next! Hey, the ad said rabbit, not hare. Oh, I can't believe this. Not bad. Turn around. Good, good, good. You got the role.
Yeah, I got the roll.
Okay, send in the soldiers.
Fantastic. Woo, fantastic.
Yeah, perfect. Next. What's he doing here?
Oh, hey, it's Uncle Albert. He's in the wrong studio.
Very classy, Dodo. Very classy.
We're rolling.
Okay, hurry it up. Action! Good, but let's take one more time. Now the hare isn't surprised enough. Scene change. Hey, what are you waiting for? I said scene change.
We're gonna have to discuss this. My contract doesn't say anything about stagehand.
Action! Pay attention, guys. My costume isn't waterproof.
Fantastic, fantastic, yeah, woo!
Let the show begin.